I think there are some hardy souls out there who can teach themselves Alexander technique, but most people will find it a lot easier if they get a good teacher, such as myself. And one of the first things I want people to do is to start noticing their habits of unnecessary tension and compression, in particular in the neck, because there are more joints in the neck than anywhere else in the body. So if you are tensing or compressing in the neck, that's going to send tension and compression throughout your body. Well, on the other hand, if you're just, say, tensing your fist or your ankle or your knee, that's not going to necessarily send tension and compression shooting throughout your body. So one of the first things I often have my students do is to bring a listening hand to the neck. Just kind of notice what happens as you respond to stimuli, or in particular when you're getting in and out of a chair. So coming up, coming down. Does the head tip back and compress the neck? Do the shoulders lift up there? Does the back kind of tense and compress? Or what happens when you come in and out of a chair? Like the stimulus of folding and unfolding the limbs is a pretty big one, and you can pretty much teach Alexander technique just through chair work, noticing how people respond to that stimulus of folding and unfolding the limbs. So it's something you might want to try. It's just like bringing a listening hand to your neck, like when you're having an argument with a spouse, or your boss is yelling at you, or you're watching an exciting movie or sporting event or a TV show. Just bring a listening hand to your neck and see if it's tightening and tensing and compressing. In particular, notice if the head is tipping back. That will compress and tighten the neck, and then that will send tightness and compression throughout your torso. So ideally you want your head balanced on top of your spine, on top of an elongated spine. Because if the head tips forward or tips back, it dramatically increases the pressure on your spine, and then you're not going to function as well, you're not going to feel as good. Your sensory appreciation of the wider world will be impaired. It's going to negatively affect your emotions. Like, look at Tom Brady after he just lost his second Super Bowl to the New York Giants. He was all like slumped and down, staring at the floor. You can't really get into those feelings of depression unless you distort your kinesthesia and pull down and in. While you're up, or you've got a lengthening spine, the head's balanced on top of the spine, then it's really hard to feel unhappy. So to really get into anger or disgust or rage or depression or sadness, you have to start pulling down and slumping. Like, I've been sick the last few days, and I just kind of lost the energy to go up, and I felt myself starting to slump. But now that I'm feeling better, I've got the will, the desire, and the means to go up through my torso, to think about the width across my chest and across my back, and to free my neck and allow my voice to really shine forth. Yeah, I'm really digging the voice that I get when I have this nasty cold.